Hey, everybody. How's it going? Let me just make myself a little bit bigger here so I can talk to you for a second. Hey, this is Dan from the Meaning Movement. I wanted to stay true to my word and follow up with you about the survey that I sent out last week or the week before and show you just some of the awesome results that I got. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm sharing my screen right now. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller here so you can see me in the corner and go through. And I was so curious about this. So first, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to give me the feedback. For those of you who took the time to fill this out, had just a fantastic response. You can see here we had 343 responses, which is by far the most responses I've ever had to a survey, a reader survey, a listener survey. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for this just amazing, fantastic, just feedback. It helps me know what to do next, where setting the trajectory for the Meaning Movement, make some important decisions about next steps. So let me just run through. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run through the questions, talk through the responses, and then tell you some of the great things that I have planned to do with this information. And I am so excited about it. So the survey was pretty simple. There were two check all that apply questions. One is, what would you like to learn more about, with a bunch of things here, and we'll dig into some of those specifically in a second. The second, again, is check all that apply, with a bunch of things which describes you. Most be about things that you want or feel. It's a little more personal, less overtly like this is what I want to learn. And then the final was just an open-ended question. I won't get into those today. I still am working my way through those because there's lots of just variants there in those responses. My operating assumption going into this was that most of the responses would be very career focused. So things about jobs, about getting a raise, those kinds of just really anything about job that would be at the top of the list. And as you know, I'm all about meaning, purpose, helping people figure out what to do with their lives, those big existential questions. So I assume that those would kind of be front and center. But it was interesting is that those are the questions that I'm already trying to help people answer. And so I thought going into this, the most useful information would probably be something outside of that to see how else I can help people that are following along with my work here. And just got a fantastic feedback. Look at this. So this is a summary based on everyone's responses. So the percentages you see here is that because it's check all that apply, each one of these, it's not mutually exclusive, meaning that if you add up all these percentages, you'd get well more than 100%. But so each one of these, when you see this top one right here, 45.2%, that means 45.2% of everyone that filled this out checked this. And so that is the leading desire as far as what people want to learn by far, which is how to be more productive, which is super fun because I love something I've worked on a lot with myself. My wife and I run our home and our lives on Asana, which is a project management tool. Productivity is a big part of our relationship and how I live my life, and I'm super excited to work creating some tools around that. Secondly is about building lasting habits, which I'm also excited about because that goes right hand in hand with productivity. Thirdly, right behind that is this one here, which is how to create income outside of your job, which is also a surprise. That is income outside of the job. I have something about getting a raise somewhere in here. This right here, only 10%. Only 10% of people want help figuring out how to get a raise, but 39% of respondents want help with income outside of the job. Similar to that is how to make money online, how to work from home, and then followed by goals. So there's a kind of a couple two different directions that I see even initially. I'll go into that a little bit more. There's some things as far as next steps I'm going to get to in just a quick moment here. So then next, this is just things that describe you. So a few really interesting things is that 49% of respondents want to increase their income. That's very interesting to me. We've got about 40% about getting more done, 40% wanting better habits, 38% time management, working from home, increase savings, want to start something but don't know what. Find my next thing, and that one, that's my wheelhouse. That's definitely my sweet spot. So what I'm excited about is that all of these are very much things that I'm excited about, that I've been working on myself, building an online business. As many of you know, I have a few other businesses outside of the Meaning Movement that I work on. So working from home, this is my home office in my yard. As a friend recently called it, it's a he shed, not a she shed. We had a gender reveal party for my office, for my shed office. So I work from home. I have I've been able to generate online, income online. So I will definitely be doing some work around that. But the most immediate, the most pressing need that I've taken from this is this question right here about being more productive, about building lasting habits, and about setting goals. Productivity, goals, and habits. So I want to just start in on this right now. I'll come back to the income thing, building businesses, starting something, figuring out your next steps, all of those things later. The first place I want to start is with this: how to be productive, how to get more done in the time you have, how to build habits, and how to set goals. Goals, habits, productivity. Those three, it's a Venn diagram of where I really want to go next. So on the page that I'm planning to put this on, or somewhere below this video, I'm going to start with just a giveaway of some of my favorite resources around productivity and time management and habits. So first, enter that giveaway, and I'm going to give you some stuff to help you with those things. Secondly, I'm going to put together a training around productivity and show you some of my favorite ways to be more productive. It goes hand in hand with habit building, because you have to have a habit of being productive, and of course it has to go hand in hand with goals, because all of that needs to move you towards a goal. It's got to take you to where you want to go, and if you don't know where you want to go, that's the first place you need to start. So I have a training I've already begun working on. That'll be coming to you before the end of the year. Fingers crossed, as long as I can get it done. And I'm just super excited. Again, thank you so much for the feedback. I cannot tell you how helpful this is. I'm just deeply grateful. Thank you for allowing me to show up in your inbox and being a part of this project. Can't wait to take the next step with you. I hope that I can help you in as much as possible. So look forward to hearing from me again soon. Hit me back with a reply if you have any thoughts to share about this. I'd love to hear more from you. Thanks so much. Have a great day.